Second. As you guys know, I'm Jenica Wattilla, your Presidential Diamond with It Works. I am going to go over how I am enrolling distributors and the motions and the steps you should be taking to enroll them yourself. Right now, we are in a massive season of seed planting, and the crazy thing is in this seed planting season, it is a massive season of harvest. So it's both. Those summer months, it's a lot of seed planting months, but right now we are in both, where we don't have to really play those games of how fast can we harvest. Right now, both things are happening. So as you guys know, the first 6 days of this month, I enrolled 11 distributors. It was super fast. There was just so many people coming in, and I was just doing these steps, and it was all working out in my advantage. And then I don't know what happened, and then I went to Chicago, and I slowed down. I wasn't doing the steps, and yeah, it sucks. There's nothing worse than thinking you're trying and not getting anything. And I throw the word thinking you're trying really hard, because that is what happens. And we think we get caught up in these motions and we're doing the things, but we're not doing them intentionally. And I catch myself doing that all the time. I'm a big person of doing stuff, but not doing stuff. Does anybody else feel that? Because that's my life. And I'm sitting there and I'm scrolling through social media and I'm adding, but it's just not working. And I'm deleting and I'm doing the things, but nothing's working. And it's just so irritating. And so, as you guys know, yesterday I threw a massive fit and deleted like everything. And I was just so sick and tired of not getting enrollments. I'm very competitive and I love to be one of the best. And so for me, when I go through a dry spell like that, I get very focused. And the funny thing is why do I have to go through something like that to realize that I'm not doing the things? Why do I have to go to a week of nothing to do great? And so I really want to touch base on that, because it happens to a lot of people, and a lot of people have this issue. And so yesterday, you guys, is anybody having an issue with adding friends? Can you drop a 1 in the comments? Okay. I thought I was having an issue with adding friends too. So I was calling Savannah every single day, or Mandy, or whatever, and I'm like, I was so excited the other day. I had 2 people accept me. I sent out 100 friend requests and only 2 people accepted me. And I literally was on top of this. I was on top of the world, you guys, from 2 friend requests accepted. And I could not figure out what the problem was. And I just get into this slump because I can't get the new friends, because we do know fresh fish jump first. So because nobody was accepting my friend request, I was using this as an excuse to get out. I was using this as an excuse on why I wasn't enrolling, and I was using it as an excuse on why I was sucking so bad. And so I kind of just let time get away from me. Well, then me and Savannah decided we are going to launch Nashville. And here I am sitting, oh my God, this is going to cost a fortune. If we went to Wisconsin and it costs $10,000, how much is Nashville going to cost us? So then you know how I think in fast starts. So you guys, what is something that you are trying to achieve right now? How many distributors do you want to enroll before the end of the month? Legitly, how many? I want you to drop that below. If you're working, obviously you can't. I want you to think about it. Brittany is always that overachiever. Everybody says 5, she says 6. We're gonna hold her to that though. Now you're done for, Brittany. I'm just kidding. Okay, what would that do for you? Drop that below. Mine is 10. The reason why I want 10 is just because I like double digits. I don't really have a reason right now, because I just want to prove I can do it. That's my reason. Box you for diamond, pay off credit cards. Mine's going to pay for everybody to go to Nashville. It's going to be sick. And yes, I will get cowboy boots. Brittany, it's going to be the best days of our lives. Pay my truck payment, pay for unexpected expenses, help pay for the new house. Oh yes, you are moving. That's going to be exciting. Okay, you guys. So I break this down and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I need to make money. As a diamond and above, do you guys know what that entitles? Every distributor you enroll, you get a $100 fast start bonus. So those $100 per distributor, I'm going to raffle off some numbers to you, because I know we're all at different ranks. If you've seen my live earlier today, you're going to know how I know this and why I'm thinking about this. Now, yesterday, and I'm going to show you how I did this. So this is kind of going to be weird. Yesterday, I did the things for 3 hours. I did every single thing I was supposed to be doing, but I was just doing it so intentionally. Like, no was not going to be the answer. Like, I was not going another day without a distributor, or I might have went crazy. And so I sat there for 3 hours. I did the things. After I did those, I was still complaining. And Cody is a very big, for you guys who know Cody, he's very quiet, but he is not scared to tell me where to go. I'm the only person he'll yell at. And he was like, you need to stop being a whiny baby. And he's like, 3 hours, he broke it up. So if you got a distributor every day doing these tasks, this is what he broke it down to. It'd be $700 a week. That's $33.33 an hour. I was working for like $7 an hour before I started this, okay? So $33 an hour. A week, that would be $2,800. A year, that would be $33,600. Wait till you hear this though. Who is diamond or wants to go diamond? I do. I love diamonds. Okay, so if you were a diamond and you did these tasks and you did them for only 3 hours a day, now granted, this is the lowest form possible because I will explain why. That's $1,260 a week, $5,040 a month, $60,480 a year, just off of the minimum. Wait a second now. Jenica, you're a presidential diamond. Everybody's goal is those big ranks, right? Okay, well, not everybody, just people who really want money. So that's me. I really want money. So I broke it down again. $1,715 a week, $6,860 a month, $82,320 a year. This is not including any other bonuses, residual pay, commissions, none of those things, good bonuses, Christmas cash, which we're about to be hitting, I hope. Any of those things, it's not hitting anything, which got me really thinking. You guys, I don't talk about this very often because I don't want everybody always only focusing on distributors, but I want to break something down to you. If you ordered a hair, skin, and nails and left it on your top row, that's less than $4. Granted, it is residual. Awesome. We know that residual income, little amounts equal huge, massive amounts. But if you get distributors and fast start them, that's how much money it is. So my focus is always on distributors. Distributors are where the money is at because I'm going to fast start my distributors, and I know mentally I am capable of doing 2 different tasks, which is distributors and customers. 80% of my enrollments are in distributors, hence the paychecks. Now you guys watch other leaders who pull 75,000 customers and their paychecks are lower. Well, it's because they're not bringing in new blood. New blood is what builds an organization. That's what keeps it going. That's where you find your runners. If you don't have a runner now, you need new. And you teach them how to duplicate our steps to success and duplicate you. So my main focus is always, always, always on distributors, you guys. Unless I'm fast starting or cabbing, then I obviously hit those. I'm teaching my newbies how to do the exact same. That's why I just gave you guys those numbers. That is not including anything else. I want to remind you, yesterday when I was doing that for 3 hours, wait till I see this. 19 people written down in those 3 hours for distributors. I was only going for an instant win, but between those instant wins, I had 19 people. That's not including the seeds I planted. That's not including anything else. Do the math on that, you guys. We're not going to get too technical into that, but I want you guys to think about that. So me going for that one instant win potentially just made me about $5,000. So that's not including the commissions and anything else. Hence why distributors are so important and teaching them the way. So how did you do that? One thing that is super, super important that I am noticing, you guys, is every single one of you said you were having an issue with adding. Again, you guys all know who I am. I am very, very blunt. Again, I want you to raise your hand if you thought you were having an issue with adding. Okay. The issue is not the adding. The issue is the time you're putting into the adding. The issue is the quality of the people that you are looking for and how fast you are trying to do it. The best times to add are in the really early of the morning. I used to not, you guys, when I was a diamond, I used to wake up at like noon, believe it or not. Now I wake up at about 5. Adding in the early morning and after dinner time. Please do not add during the day. If you wouldn't want to hurt yourself, add during the day because that's depressing. People are busy, they're not accepting you, and Facebook's blocking you. And so I noticed that I was adding in the middle of the day. Well, I would only get 1 or 2 people because everybody else is at work. But then yesterday when I added at 5, or whenever you wake up, it doesn't have to be that dramatic, I was getting a massive amount of accepts, just a massive, massive amount. Then yesterday when I added at night again, a massive amount. Is anybody close to 5,000 friends? No? Okay, your first goal in this business, like your first actual goal is 5,000 friends. Like that is like you have made it. You have hit the honey hole. Your friends are the most important part of this business. Fresh fish jump first. I had 5,000 friends in 7 days. Algorithm is a little different, but just yesterday I added over 1,000. It is so important to be rotating those friends because you're marketing to the same people. We complain we can't, but we're not doing the things. Fresh fish jump first. Who wants the biggest pond? The person with the most fish in their pond is the person who's going to catch the most fish. So getting to 5,000 friends is so, so, so crucial. So yesterday I'm like, it's not working. I'm at 5,000 friends. I'm going to delete half of you because obviously you don't care what I have to say, and I'm going to re-add. The next thing that I was doing, you guys, is interacting with the recent friends. Now, if you go to your friends list, you go to your main Facebook page. So you click your main page, it says Jenica Wattila, you click your friends. There's going to be a button that says recent. Fresh fish jump first. Why are you interacting on your wall? Interacting on your wall is people that you've been interacting with. I'm going to give you guys a couple tips that don't really apply to distributors. No It Works distributors on your Facebook unless they're your direct upline or downline. And even then, I still delete my direct downline within about 60 days unless I really like you. And the reason why behind that is because fresh fish jump first, not because of any other reason. You must have good posts. I probably steal some of your posts. That's probably what it is. But fresh fish jump first. You want your team to grow. It's not a mean thing to delete your guys' downline because they should understand and you guys can follow each other. I have to be rotating. I have a team of 11,000 people. I can't have everybody. If I did, I wouldn't be an enroller anymore. So deleting people out of your Facebook is super important and not seeing It Works people. Now here's my next tip. You guys ever feel like I don't bump your stuff enough unless I like post it? It's because I unfollowed you. I don't want to see anything you post. The reason why is because all it does is when I accidentally like it, all I see is It Works posts. But I have a task specifically every single week, this is more so for my leaders, that is to pick 10 people and do it two to 3 times a week, and I bump their stuff. Do not want to fill my feed full of It Works because I'm trying to market It Works. I'm trying to build a relationship with somebody to join It Works. I'm not trying to see what Jenna's having for lunch. I'm not trying to see what Tony's doing this weekend or where she's traveling. I'm not trying to see Savannah's dog for the 96th time today because I don't care. I'm trying to build relationships with people to join this business. Now, a lot of people get caught up in the fact of that they're their team and they want to bump their stuff and blah, 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 and they love them and, you know, whatever. That's okay. I love them too. But the thing is we're not helping either of each other's business. So I'm going to put you down on a day and I'll make sure I hit you then. Brittany, I do your stuff probably once or twice a week. I don't think I followed you for the past 6 months. Actually, I check your stuff like every day because you have really good posts. But I haven't had Brittany on my actual thing for like 6 months because I will get caught up in Brittany's life. I love Brittany. She's great. She's on my team. I will sit there. I will react to everything and have a conversation with her. That's the human in me. That's my relationship with her. You don't want to do those things, guys. Those are things that are going to get you caught up. So what I do is I unfollow It Works distributors and I delete people after they've been on my Facebook for a long time. Do I have people who get kind of sad about it? Of course. But then I explain to them, I'm trying to grow a massive business with you. And this is how we're going to do it. So then I'm interacting through my recent friends because those are the new ones. Those are our fresh fish, you guys. Those are the people we wanted them to jump into our boat. And we can't be interacting on our news feed because unfortunately a lot of us got caught up in that game of interacting with It Works distributors. So if you're interacting on your news feed, girl, all you're seeing is Brittany's post and all Brittany's seeing is yours. You can't get Heather on your team. She's already a diamond. She doesn't want to be on your team. She wants you on hers. And so that's the thing. Why are you interacting? Interact with recent friends. The only place you will catch me interacting. You know what the news feed is for? For when we're not intentionally working. And I still catch myself doing that all the time. That's okay, but that's not intentional. Okay, so when we're interacting, it's always through recent friends or through our Facebook friends. The next thing that I was doing, you guys, stories. How many of you have stories up right now? Post a 2 in the comments. We're gonna do this the whole time, this like check-in thing. Okay, stories are so important. You guys, I'm gonna drop some massive bombs on you here in a second. So, who gets really crappy interaction on their stories lately? Like 40 people? Like, who has 500 interactions? Let's ask that question. Who has 500 views right now? If you have 500 plus views, please drop a 3. Oh, we'll do 3 for next time, because probably nobody. This is why. I literally think I solved the whole issue with stories. So before I went to Chicago, I started slowing down a little bit on my distributor enrollments. You guys, there were some issues that happened at home. That is not an excuse. I was still enrolling customers, but I just couldn't get my mind right. And so what happened is I was like, I need to get my stories up, because stories are one of the most crucial parts of distributors. You guys, does anybody have 2 Facebooks? Don't do it if you don't have it. But if you do, okay, I know Brittany, you used to. Facebook stories is a whole different market, you guys. That's a whole different algorithm. The people who see your wall versus the people who see your stories are 2 separate things. And it's very, very obvious. If you post something on your wall and post it on the stories, you're gonna see it's 2 separate things. So I was like, how can I get it? So we know only 7% see your stuff on Facebook, and we know that only about roughly 4% see it on stories unless you're interacting. I left my stories run while I was sleeping. Genius. Turn the volume all the way down, because you don't want to wake up at 3 a.m. to some weird live video in a different country. That happens like every single night. And turn the volume down and let the stories play. Turn your phone upside down, flip it over so the light's not in your eyes, whatever. Plug your phone in so it doesn't die, and watch your stories skyrocket. Watch your interactions skyrocket. I hate watching people's stories, you guys. I do not care about the concert you went to, okay? I didn't want to go. That's why I didn't go. That's why I don't want to see it. And so when I have to watch it for 45 minutes on your stories, it kind of makes me go insane. I don't like stories for those reasons. I don't care about what you had for dinner. None of that stuff applies. So I never am interacting via stories, because it drives me nuts. I don't even use Snapchat, you guys, barely. So that's how I did it. It went from 40 or like 30 some views. My stories took such a bad hit to 570. Guess what I did? Went to Chicago and I stopped doing it. Guess what happened? I was on the phone with Savannah today. 41 views. Interacting and watching people's stories when you're sleeping is crucial in your stories. My views were through the roof. I was enrolling distributors like crazy. My seeds were getting planted, and everything died once I let it die. The next thing that I was doing, you guys, so I'm posting stories once or twice a day. I use Mandy's stories, and then I use whoever else I can get to make me stories. I hate making stories, you guys. Or my favorite is the generic "Who wants to make an extra $500 a month" with a picture of money. That is always my go-to. If I am busy, I will force myself to post that. You have to have a story. What else I've noticed? Do not rapid fire stories throughout the day. Do them in 2 you should always have a story on your ream, okay? Imagine it as like a movie. The movie doesn't stop in the middle and restart 12 hours later, okay? You have to keep your stories going is another thing I noticed. When I stopped my stories, example, Chicago, I was eating a lot, drinking a lot, shopping a lot, and I didn't do my stories. That will hit you hard. But if you keep them on a rotating wheel, that's why I do them every 12 hours, it does help. It's 2 totally different algorithms, you guys. 100% 2 totally different algorithms. So you cannot not do one or the other. That is so silly. And stories are by far the easiest. By far the easiest way to get distributors. By far. The next one, you guys, posting. Okay. Lifestyle posts. Does anybody else hate doing lifestyle posts? Because I am not a cheesy person. They are really hard for me to do. Like I sit there and I'm like, I had Taco Bell, that was from yesterday for breakfast, and I drink Red Bull all day and I work. I have nothing exciting happening over here, okay? And so for me to make a lifestyle post, it literally kills me. I have to get ready, go outside, do something, and then make a post. So you guys, I realize it's so simple to just tweak the words and do another post. How many of you guys are so sick of hearing about how you like, how many of you guys are sick of seeing me say freedom of, or time of, freedom of finances and freedom of time? I say it in every post. I just switch the picture and change the words. You guys, I don't leave my house very often. Like, and now that Cody's retired from construction pretty much, like completely, he brings Kaylee to school. I don't leave. He gets my Starbucks in the morning. He brings me my food. DoorDash is amazing. I sit in this desk. I watch, I don't know, daytime TV, and I work. And so my life is not exciting. Find something and just switch the words. Go and take, okay, so if you, Jenna, you're gonna go do something today, example, I'm just picking on you. Bring an extra shirt and take like 7 different pictures, okay? Because I'm going to another pumpkin patch. I'm bringing every single new It Works shirt that I just got, and I'm gonna paint. And I'm gonna take them in all different scenery places. And I'm gonna stay there for like an hour, because then I don't have to leave my house again until it snows. Nobody will notice. And then I'm just gonna change it around. Lifestyle posts are so important, but it's so hard to do for some of us. That's how you guys do them. You're not getting distributors because you're not posting lifestyle. Period. Next one. So then your basic post. Everybody wants reds, right? Reds are the go-getters, the money makers, the Heathers and the Savannahs. They are the I want it all. Reds are attracted to the basic post. They're attracted to who wants to make money, who wants to change their life, who wants to vacation, and who's ready to do it now. That's where those basic posts, who wants to make an extra $500 comes in. Who wants to make an extra $300 to $700? Who wants to vacation? Remember, the color personality plays a huge role. There's a reason behind every task, you guys. I'm going to give you an example really quick. How many of you have ever grown anything? A plant, a tree, anything? Okay. How important was the seed? The seed was very important to get the plant, right? How important was the water? Very important for the plant, right? Without the water, the seed wouldn't grow. How important was the sun? Very important, it wouldn't grow. How important was picking the plant so you can eat it or whatever the thing was? Very important. That's exactly how this distributor enrollment is. All of these things have equal importance, and without one of them, the seed dies. Every single one of these has the exact same importance level. You cannot miss the sun to pick the plant. You cannot miss the water to pick the plant. That's how this is. Goes for those posting, for the lifestyle posts and the basic posts. It takes you guys know I pick on yellow personalities. For my yellows, I love you. But without a team of yellows, if we didn't have all of these people, we wouldn't be here. You need the greens, you need the reds, you need the yellows, you need the blues, you need all of them to make a team, because everybody looks differently. That's why you guys can't only do lifestyles, and that's why you can't only do who wants to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. If you only hit yellows, you're going to have a whole team of people who are very sensitive and very confused. If you only do who wants to make $300 to $500, you're going to have a team of people trying to slit each other's throats, trying to dog eat dog. You have a team of blues, they're probably at the bar. They don't care. You have a team of greens, the greens, they're overanalyzing the comp plan, they're not making any money. You need them all. That's the importance of the seed, the importance of every ingredient, you guys. So make sure when you are making these posts, you are hitting all of those. One of the biggest tips I can give you if you want a successful, massive colored team, learning the color personalities. Blues like the parties, they like the events, they like the traveling. You guys, we talk about traveling, we talk about going out, we talk about all these fun things. That's for the blues. We talk about the money, that's the reds. We talk about the sensitive, how it works has changed our life. That is the yellows. They like to help people, they want to change. We talk about statistics, that's the greens. You guys, you need every single one of those color personalities to make a business boom. So that's why posting is so crucial. Not just because you need something on your Facebook. Don't just copy and paste Savannah's post. You guys, Savannah pulls a different breed. She pulls one specific type of breed. She very rarely comes across a solid red. She pulls those intertwined colors, okay? Now, if Brittany tried to post Savannah's, that would look hilarious. It wouldn't work. If you guys tried to just post my post and you wanted to attract all the reds, if Brittany posted everything I post, people would be like, what? That's not who she is. Making sure you are posting to your audience based off of who you are and hitting all 4 color personalities is absolutely 100% necessary to grow a massive team. Brittany, I know that you actually learned about the color personalities and you take that very seriously. And it's really funny because Brittany's first group of distributors she enrolled, they were all as yellow could come. Now I'm starting to see a transition where there's a little bit of the reds. I know that, I don't know if I'm going to say her name right, Letty. I can tell that she's definitely not fully yellow. I can tell that she's transitioning into those other things. Her team is blooming. She's getting the color personality. She's taking the advice and it's working. So it's super, super important, you guys. Next thing, distributor host to post. So this is all that I was doing yesterday. And then you guys, I'm actually going to show you my messenger here in a second. About the 3 if you guys like really hate host to post. Because like I really hate host to post. Oh, those 3s flew up. Okay, like I've never seen. Mandy's like 3. Okay, you guys. Host to post is one of my least favorite things to do in this business. Why? Because it's tedious. Why? Because I have to deal with talking to people who I just don't know. Because it's just the thing that it does. We just don't have 100% proof that it's going to work every time, right? But we do know that in numbers it does. We trick ourselves into thinking, well, you know what? I'm not going to host a post because I might not get something. Every single time I shoot for an instant win with host to post, it always takes me less than 3 hours. Within those 3 hours, I usually pull anywhere from 15 to 75 people on my list. You guys know, I'll be really stupid and tell you this. You guys know I only host a post roughly twice a month. Do you know when I host a post that twice a month, that's where all my enrollments come from? Do you know that if I host a posted like I'm supposed to, I could probably out enroll Savannah? I could be tied with her for sure. We sit there and we wonder why people are such good enrollers. And I talked about this on the live earlier. We sit there and we play this game and we're like, I want what she's doing. I want the distributors she's getting. I want the customers. I wish I could be presidential. Look what it would do for my life, but we're not willing to put the work in. I did host a post all the way up to presidential, by the way. That's how I got here. But then I stopped because I'm lazy. But we can't play a comparison game if we're not willing to put the work in. So for all of us who dropped that 3, including myself, you want something, you got to work for it. So I posted yesterday. I'm like, I'm sick of being tired. I'm sick of being no team that wants to work on the legs that I'm working. I'm sick of the leaders that I have to work with right now. No offense to anybody. Because I work with all of you. I'm sick of doing the things. I'm sick of doing them. I want new blood. I'm sick of doing this. Nobody's pulling orders. How many of you feel like that before? It's okay to feel like that. Remember, as a presidential, you guys aren't all in my charts. Don't take that like anyway. Anyway, my yellows, Brittany. Okay. I feel like that too all the time. You're always going to. You're always going to feel like that, you guys, always. With new ranks comes new positions, which comes larger teams, which comes more responsibility, which becomes new vision. My vision is ambassador. I can't have this team bring me to ambassador. I need more team to bring me to ambassador, don't I? They can't do the work for me, and that's not fair to rely on them. So bring the new blood in. So yesterday, I posted the birthday host to post, you guys. It's literally over 400 comments between both Facebooks. I did the motions, posted the post, had them host to post. I gave you guys the scripts. I have a whole notebook full. I'll probably have 5 to 10 enrollments today still. Enrolled that distributor last night, completely changed my algorithm doing these things, and now have an entire notebook full of distributors and an entire planner filled with names. What is so hard about doing the things? But why is it so easy for us to want the things but not want to do the things? Why do we have to sometimes get to a breaking point of irritation before we do it? What do you want? Now that's what I'm going to ask you guys. What do you want out of this? What do you want out of this business? And the small of the things and in this next, No, God, I don't even know. 60, 70 some days. What do you want out of this for your life? Do you want to make this a career? Are you just trying to make $500 to pay for your kids' braces? Are you trying to make this everything? Are you trying to stay at home? You're trying to have babies. I know a lot of people have that issue and they're like, I just want to stay home with my babies. Are you trying to retire your husband? I'm telling you, it's a bad idea if that is what you're trying to do, but it might be your goal and it's okay. But I'm telling you, girl, you're making a mistake. But some people have that goal. What are you trying to do? I'm going to wait for you guys to answer that. You can't do things that you want to do without doing the work. It's not possible. I've watched people in this business try. I've watched people get really good teams and F around and mess around, and it doesn't work without the distributors. This is a distributor Zoom, so we're going to stay on that. If you are not bringing in new blood, it won't work. You want high paychecks? You enroll distributors. You want to promote? You enroll distributors. You want fast starts? You enroll distributors. You want a team to help you? You enroll distributors. You want to let a leg go and have an elephant leg like me? Enroll distributors. You want to make $30,000 a month? Enroll distributors and teach them how to enroll distributors. It's so simple. But we always overlook that, and we always forget the simple step, and we always say, I'll do it tomorrow instead of doing it today. And you guys, 5 distributors is nothing. Nothing. You know, last year, me and Savannah, at the end of the year, we tallied up how many distributors. Savannah's first year was last year. You guys want to know how many distributors Savannah had? 280 some. It was her first big year. I remember me and Mandy and everybody were like, what the hell? And I don't even remember. Me and Mandy, I think we were like 1 or 2 distributors off from each other, which is really ironic because we're really good friends. They say who you hang out with is what you turn into. And me and Mandy obviously needed to hang out with Savannah because we were damn close. And you know what's even crazier? Our debt was within pennies. Everything about me and Mandy was within seconds from each other. But then Savannah comes in. Guess what happened? Me and Mandy started getting enrolled as top enrollers month after month after month after month. We realized that if we want more, we have to do more. We realized that if we wanted to promote not only her account and her husband to double diamonds in the same month, she had to enroll distributors. If I wanted to go triple and then prez in the same like 5-month period, I had to enroll distributors. It's that simple, but we overlook it. I know for a fact people lie to me when they say they're doing the things, because the second that I do the thing, it works every time. I am that person. Don't think I'm yelling at anybody. Don't think I'm picking on you. I am the person. I am very fortunate to have such a great friend and business partner that puts me in my place every single day. And so I understand, like, I get it. And I do the same things. I complain that I can't add. I complain that nothing's working. I'm lucky that I have somebody who's like, pull your head out of your ass and get to work. And so I understand completely that you guys are saying to me right now, you can't enroll distributors. You can't get friends to accept you. You can't. Well, I'm going to be your Savannah for a second and pull your head out of your ass. It's so, so simple. You just have to do it. Yesterday, somebody told me that they couldn't get anything, or 2 days ago. They said, and they were still on their, like, they were under a couple enrollments. And that's what set me over the edge. And I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to prove that it works. I'm like, this is so sickening. And so I just did it. And it worked, ironically. It's not about going through the motions that's not working. It's about if you're not doing enough of the motions. You can't reinvent this wheel, you guys. You can't say it doesn't work. You can't, because I've tried. I've tried 100 times, thousands of times. I do it every day. The only time it's not working is because you're not doing enough of it. And when it comes to enrolling distributors, it's one of the most simple tasks there is in this business with the most money behind it. When we say we can't enroll customers, we have to talk them into the loyal customer program. We have to tell them the different products. We have to sit here and listen to their problems. We have to hear if they're fat because of kids or because of this or because they eat like crap. Then we have to coach them through it. With distributors, they have one problem. They want to make money. We don't have to coach them. We don't have to pair them up with products. We don't have to do this. We enroll them into the system and we teach them to duplicate us. So when we're about to get off of this, we have 1 minute left. We are not going to be doing question and answers. This did go a little bit far. If you do have questions, I will make a thread and I'm going to do a live in the group on those. But when we get off of here, I want you to remember the number that you just gave me. I want you guys to strictly follow the thing I just gave you. I want you to add until literally your fingers like hurt. Like my thumb, I literally was like, there is no thumbprint anymore. Like it is gone. I'm like, this thing hurts. And I was just sitting there clicking like a crazy person. I want you to add until you can't add anymore today. No, don't do that. Add it, don't do that. I don't want you to get blocked. I want you to add until 100 people accept you. Don't do it at once. Spread it apart, work smart. I add, I do a different task. I add, I do a different task. I find a girl. Savannah says somebody she's in love with. I think that's funny, but now I'm starting to realize it's true. Find somebody on Facebook that like you're like, boom, this girl is it. I love her, and add off of her friends because her friends are going to be just like her. Smart way to do it, dude. I want you to do that, and then I want you to follow these steps. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I will be answering your guys' questions all day on distributors. I want you guys to go all in on distributors for the rest of this month. I hope this helped you, and I will talk to you later.